Hi, I'm KB with Nerdophiles. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Okay, listen, Greg, I absolutely adore this show. I have a million questions, so let me start. When you first pitched Upload, did you know your kind of ideal ending for the series when you created it? And has that changed at all over the course of these two seasons?
Yeah, that's a good question. I did have an ending marked out, and I actually pitched it with two seasons worth of stories broken and a big fat document that I left behind in all the studios when I pitched it in 2014. But what I didn't know is like which actors are, what their strengths are, and who you wanted to write to more. And so it's changing definitely over the course of making it. And the biggest question is the ending for the love story, and that's obviously still a little bit up in the air, and there's no point for me telling you how I think it's going to go. But you have to keep watching and see.
Yes. Well, listen, I am fully invested in the love story and all of the themes. So, how do you balance? There are a lot of really good lessons in the show about capitalism, greed, technology. How do you balance all of that with humor and romance?
Yeah, it's difficult. I mean, when I pitched it, I said it was a romantic comedy, satire, sci-fi, mystery, philosophical show, something like that. And the joke was like, we're going to try and do all of that in one show. And I think it's hard because you have to work them all out separately. You have to work out the mystery story, and you have to, make sure that there's comedy set pieces and what's happening in the love story. So you have to work out a lot of different storylines. But the good thing is that whenever anything starts to dip on one story, you immediately cut to just the best of the other story. And so in the editing room, you have a lot of choices. And, and I like to go into it a little bit long with a lot of choices and then just pick the best moments and kind of pack them in.
Ooh, I like that. So, if we are just talking about season two, what would you say the theme is for season two? And which character's journey or arc this season can you relate to the most?
Um, wow. Well, I don't, I'm not sure. I got maybe Nora, because Nora is sort of learning how to be a leader, I think. And she's also trying to figure out what is the proper a way for society to make an upload. And, the fact that these tech companies have created these virtual worlds that you can upload into it's sort of a way for them to make a brand new society. And they're just running it for profit. They haven't really given much thought other than, how to make the most money off the people that are in it. And Nora goes up to live in the woods with the Ludds. And, they have their attitude. They have a bunch of different ideas about how things should go. And she doesn't necessarily agree with that. And she's sort of groping towards some kind of to me, Central Park. Like Central Park is a beautiful place that everybody in New York gets to go hang out in when they want to. It isn't owned and there's no entry fee to get in there. And, that's sort of, I think, what she's groping towards about what she believes Upload should be like. And, so I do kind of relate to thinking about how should it be organized, and then trying to, have a belief about it and then get other people on board is very much like pitching a show. You're like, I think this would be an interesting show. And then you have to get other people to be like, yeah, all right, I'll work on that. I'll finance that or whatever. So I see that maybe.
Yeah, you know what? It's so true because when the people are creating these, kind of otherworldly living facilities, you're right. Their only gain is profit. That's all they want. It's not to make your experience, in the afterlife a bit more enjoyable per se. I mean, their main goal is to make money. And so it is interesting to see Nora's journey into leadership and what that looks like, and honestly changing the conversation around this. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Listen, I have watched like the first season like 5 times. Honestly, I've watched the second season twice already because I just adore it that much. So thank you so much for chatting with Nerdophiles. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. I love hearing that. Thank you so much.
Yes, thanks. Have a great day.
You too.